For this video, I'll be going through how you can obtain some pretty high level gear pretty early on in your run in Starfield through the quest called Mantis. Now, for you to first be able to start this quest, you need to kill some spaces. It is seemingly a random drop to be able to start this quest. I got it at some point before the end of the tutorial area of the game. I don't know exactly when I picked it up, but you get it from killing spaces. I know some people have not noticed, or at least not picked it up until a little bit later on as well. After eventually killing that spacer that drops you this quest, you'll get a node called the Secret Outpost, talking about a big score at an outpost on Balar 1B. The system itself has a recommended level of 30, so you can't make this one of your very first adventures out of the gate, but the spaces that you do end up fighting through the level are about half of that, so as long as you've got a little ways through, you should be alright. Myself, I took through the mission at level 7, and by the end of it, I was near enough to level 9. Once you've read that node, the target will be added to your star map, and it's just a case of getting to that planet. Since I hadn't been very far out and was still using the starting ship, the Frontier, I did have to jump from system to system, all the way from New Atlantis, but you'll get there eventually. After arriving at the outpost landing on the more southern part of Balar, you'll first need to kill some spaces who will try and kill you. And then a few more spaces a little bit further down the road who will also try and kill you. And now you can head into the outpost and pick up a couple of optional objectives to find out more about the lair of the Mantis and to talk to Livy. You also need to find more spaces who will try and kill you. Now, a lot of this quest is just fighting through the outpost, and like I said, being about level 7 or 8 like I was, this can be a bit of a challenge without a lot of healing items, which I also didn't have. If you get about halfway through the outpost, though, there's a bed that you can use to cheese through. As long as you push the spaces back far enough, you can sleep for an hour and regen your health bar. So even if you do run out of healing items, you can kind of get this done. Throughout all of your killing of spaces, some of them will be carrying audio notes from Leon Vauclain, the son of the previous Mantis, Dorian Vauclain, as she had passed away just before the events of this mission and was going to hand over the mantle of the Mantis to her son. This is one of the optional objectives to pick up all of these audio logs, so if you do want to go for 100% for this mission, please do that. At the end of the room after the cheesing bed, you'll find another optional objective, which is talking to Livy, a spacer who tries to cut in a deal with you. I decided to give in and do it for him.
It's because I'm smart. You've killed so many. I am nothing, no chance. So we can make a deal? Spoken like a true spacer. You won't regret this. I will hold back here. And, well, good luck.
Livy gives off some hints as to what will be in the next few rooms across the outpost, mainly being turrets and robots. He also explained the floor puzzle that you'll need to beat in order to move forward. Basically, you've got a row of 7 floor panels, each with a letter on them. In order to pass, you need to spell out a certain word. Now, this word can be found in one of the audio logs from Leon. It's the word Tyrannus, part of a Latin phrase that his mother says a lot. If you do screw this up, though, you will be targeted by, well, turrets. After passing through the floor puzzle, you've got a few more combat encounters, this time against a pair of robots and then a big robot dog thing. Get past them and wait for Livy to finish fucking himself over, and you've made it to the Mantis lair. Over to the left, there's more robot guards that you can fight, or... yeah. And then this is where you can retrieve the Mantis' legendary gear set. Forgetting the gear, if you quickly double back on yourself, and yeah, you would have also seen the Mantis starship parked on the far side of the back cave. Flick this switch and watch it rise to the surface, and now when you leave the outpost, you can go to the ship, called the Razor Leaf, and actually claim it for yourself. Another thing I'd recommend doing early in game, because it's a lot better than the Frontier in nearly every way. But that's how you have it. The Mantis Legendary Gear Set and the Razor Leaf ship to boot. Both of these are really useful early game, and should probably last your playthrough a good while. There are also some hidden additional weapons and armor pieces in the Razor Leaf alongside display cases, so do have a good look around. And there you have it, the Mantis quest from Starfield. Relatively easy as long as you prepare for it, or do like a good nap. If you want more videos like this, just going through some quests in Starfield, please do stick around the channel, I'll have more coming out soon. Aside from that, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.